Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping straight into a deal that literally flips the global business of sports on its head. We're talking about Cristiano Ronaldo's monumental move to Saudi Arabia. Now, you might think this is just about a legendary athlete signing a massive, headline-grabbing contract. But today, we're going to see how a single signature didn't just change a team. It completely shifted the global economic landscape. Let's get into it. To really understand what's happening here, ask yourself this. What is the true value of a global superstar? Seriously, we have to completely stop looking at athletes simply as people who score goals or play games. Instead, we need to start viewing them as walking multinational corporate assets. At this crazy echelon of fame, athletic performance, well, that's really just the entry fee. The actual value is deeply, deeply intertwined with global commerce.
All right, Section 1, more than a transfer. There's a massive paradigm shift happening right now. Traditionally, a player transfer was evaluated on sporting outcomes, right? Stuff like age, injury history, and match day performance. Basically, can this player help us win the league? But the modern model is totally different. It evaluates a transfer on its ability to act as a powerful business catalyst. We're talking explosive sponsorship growth, incredibly lucrative media rights, and driving international tourism. It's no longer just about the 90 minutes on the pitch, it's about a 24/7 commercial engine. And the ripple effects of Ronaldo joining Al Nassr were just absolutely immediate. Broadcasters in over 170 territories who previously paid zero attention to the league suddenly scrambled for airing rights. International sponsors demanded billboard space. It brought in entirely new tiers of investors and introduced millions of new viewers to Saudi football literally overnight. Basically, it forced executives all across the globe to recognize the massive commercial potential of the Saudi Pro League. Moving on to Section 2, the Saudi business model. You see, bringing in a superstar is really just the tip of the spear. Football is a vital component of the kingdom's economic vision, sure, but their strategy is deeply structural. They are pouring capital into domestic clubs, building massive new infrastructure, aggressively pursuing global event hosting, developing grassroots youth programs, and forging heavy-hitting international partnerships. The underlying goal is a comprehensive, multi-billion-dollar foundational rebuild. Which brings us to Ronaldo's true job description here, the sporting ambassador. When you're executing a massive structural strategy like that, a nation needs the world to actually pay attention. Ronaldo provided immediate, undeniable international visibility. By associating his massive brand with the kingdom's sports sector, he essentially hyper-accelerated their entire strategic timeline. And they didn't just stop with football. They have aggressively expanded this exact same investment model across multiple disciplines. It's spread like wildfire. We've seen it totally disrupt professional golf. We see it in motorsport with Formula One, massive investments in heavyweight boxing, the booming world of esports, and securing major international events. This blueprint, the one accelerated by Ronaldo, is being systematically applied across the entire global sports ecosystem. So here's a quick question to ponder. Why do athlete brands actually matter to a nation's economy? I mean, we know they bring attention, but how does that attention translate into hard economic strategy? Let's break that down in Section 3, athletes as business assets. To really grasp the economic weight here, you have to look at the sheer scale of Ronaldo's specific brand. We are talking about hundreds of millions of highly engaged social media followers. That isn't just a fan base anymore, it's a globally owned and operated media network that's larger than the populations of most countries. When a commercial footprint of this staggering magnitude aligns with a country's economic strategy, it literally moves markets. An elite athlete's influence bleeds into so many vital sectors. They immediately enhance visibility across advertising and digital media. They drive unprecedented corporate sponsorships. They move absolute mountains of consumer products. And they act as walking billboards for international tourism. For entities seeking international attention, this whole matrix of influence generates massive, diversified economic returns. It's huge. Finally, let's look at Section 4, the global ripple effect. The wild success of this athlete-led investment strategy has fundamentally changed the math for governments, investors, and sports organizations worldwide. We are officially moving away from evaluating major acquisitions strictly on competitive outcomes, like winning trophies. The modern criteria is completely ruthless. The new questions are, can this talent generate real economic activity? Can they attract foreign investment? Will they elevate our national brand on the world stage? Because as global sport continues to evolve at this breakneck pace, this specific intersection, athlete influence colliding with capital investment and broader economic strategy, well, it's becoming the single most important dynamic in the entire industry. It's no longer just about the sport. It's about macroeconomic strategy disguised as sport.
To summarize everything we've explored today, our source material honestly says it best. Cristiano Ronaldo's impact remains, quote, one of the clearest examples of how a single athlete can help reshape the commercial trajectory of an entire sporting ecosystem. It is an absolute masterclass in modern sports business.
Which leaves us with a massive question to ponder as we wrap up. If one single athlete, acting as a global corporate asset, has the ability to completely reshape an entire nation's commercial trajectory, who truly holds the real power in the future of global sports? Is it the leagues, the nations, or is it the superstars themselves? Thanks for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, and I'll catch you next time.